Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Uh, my name is Jay, or Jason, or Jace, whichever you prefer. I don't really mind. Welcome back to my journey of self-discovery and finding out who I am and trying to be the best version of me. If you want to, and this is purely if you want to, give the video a like down below, as well as subscribe if you're maybe on your own journey or if you like this kind of content. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the injuries that I've sustained in my life. It's the reason mainly for these videos is I want to become better at communicating and talking and getting conversations flowing, but being able to talk, not getting conversations flowing in a sense of having a one-to-one with something, because then I guess it's a lot of give and take. It's a lot of asking questions and answering questions, and occasionally storytelling. So that storytelling bit is what I want to become a master at. I want to get better at it. So welcome to my journey. Injuries wise, so the first injury I can ever really remember is when I was a kid. I was in preparatory school, primary school, don't know what you'd call it, but it was very early school, playing rugby barefoot as we did back in the day. And I can't remember what happened, but I think somebody stepped on my baby toe on one of my feet. I'm not sure which one it was, but I'm almost certain that my toe was broken. And these kinds of injuries, you kind of don't really go to the doctor. You kind of just let it sort itself out. And I've talked to a few people, and a few people have had a similar thing with their baby toes and breaking them, never really going anywhere to get them healed, and they just kind of heal on their own. That's the earliest memory I can remember of getting injured. And then when I was in school, it was probably one of my biggest injuries. I was, as you do in high school, I was about 17, 16, and we were in the park and we were drinking brandy, as you do as a 16-year-old. And we were playing in the jungle gyms, we were playing on the swings, and I was swinging as high as I could swing. And a couple of my friends in front of me were rolling around and wrestling and just having a good time and playing, and a little bit of drunken fun, I guess, when it was safe to do so in South Africa. And I jumped off the swing and I was going to land on them. So what I did is I moved my foot so that I wasn't going to land on them, and I went a little bit too far, and my ankle landed kind of like that. I mean, I was high in the air. I must have been about 2.5, 3 meters up in the air. So it was a crazy fall. Landed on my ankle and rolled my ankle. It's swelled up to probably like a baseball size. And I mean, regardless, we still went out that night. And it's not like we drove out. We walked out. We walked about 6 or 7 kilometers, My friend's arms around me, helping me get through. And walked there, drank a lot, got drunk, went back home early hours of the morning, and I mean, I was still in incredible pain. I guess the alcohol helped at the time, but I had torn my ligaments in my right ankle, I think, and I was on crutches for it for a good few months. It's never really healed properly. I can still feel like, I still roll my ankle just to sort of loosen it up and click it to get it to feel a little bit, or it's just really, it feels like it's sort of like needs a click. I don't know if you know that feeling. So that's the one. My next injury was my left ligaments, my left ankle ligaments as well. Same injury, but I was a little bit more responsible this time. I was actually just playing football, no drinking involved, but unfortunately that put me in bed for like 4 months, 6 months, and it was a great time because it just went into winter and it was bitterly cold outside. So the fact that I could at least stay in bed and stay warm was a lot better than if it happened in the summer and I wanted to go out and swim and do all the summery things. So but that also messed up. I was in a band at the time, and we played a lot of shows. The band was called Indigo Rain, and we played a big festival called Indie Boss, which is probably the biggest stage I've ever played on. I had to sit down and play the show. It wasn't ideal. I've got photos, and it's just me sitting with this huge like moon boot on my ankle. It wasn't ideal, but it was still a great show anyway. But walking around at the show at the festival was horrible. I did win Best Guitarist though, which I think was maybe like a pity vote because I was injured. I mean, it's not that I'm a bad guitarist, but there were some incredible guitarists there, and you know, one of them was in my band, and he was the lead guitarist. I was just rhythm, so I'm not sure why I got that, but I'm almost certain it was a pity vote. Other than that, oh yes, I was playing Last Man Stands cricket one time, and I was out on the boundary, mid-off, and the guy smashed the ball in the air. I had to run back a bit, and I was out on the boundary, so I went like this, as you do, but I don't know, there's obviously better techniques to catching balls than what I did, and the ball kind of landed on this webbing here. It landed there. I did catch the ball, I did hold onto the ball, but I mean, there was just blood dripping everywhere. It was a mess, it was gory. But this whole thing had split. I don't know if you can actually see, there's a little bit of a scar there. Still there. It's actually more prevalent now than it's ever been before, I'm not sure. But my dad and them were there, luckily, and he took me to casualty and waited a little while, not too long, it wasn't too bad, but went in, saw the nurse, saw the doctor, whoever it was, you know, that was looking after me, and they had to clean it with alcohol, and my god, that's the worst pain I've ever been in my life. It felt like somebody had taken sandpaper and they were trying to clean it with sandpaper. That's how sore it was. But in general, I guess I've not had many injuries, to be honest. Those are the few biggest ones that I can really think of. I remember I was a kid and I walked into like a rose bush, and the thorn like stuck through my ear. There was also a lot of blood and stuff, but other than that, nothing too crazy, nothing too serious. No broken bones apart from the toe thing that I guess we can't really confirm because I never went to the doctor or anything. Kind of just let it heal naturally. But I do have a bit of a weird toe. It's a bit skew and stuff, so maybe it is. I'm not sure. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to me rant and storytell a bit about my life. But if you stuck along this long in the video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you want to like and subscribe below, let me know your injuries. Let me know what you guys have been through. I mean, probably chalk and cheese compared to mine. Mine are very tame, I would say. No crazy broken bones or anything. But thank you so much, guys. And like and subscribe if you want. And thank you. I love you.